Good morning. This is Paulo Briggs Orsal from Bustamante. I'm here for the day to report about environmental forces and environmental scanning. The objective of this topic is to define what is environmental forces, to know what is PESTEL and to define each one of them, and to explain what is environmental scanning and how to conduct it. This topic is all about environmental forces and environmental scanning. Environmental forces are the external forces in the macro environment that might affect one's businesses. It is important for us to know that these factors because it can be our basis in conducting environmental scanning. The definition of terms are business, economy, forces, organization, target market, and trends. The first is business. Business is the activity of making, buying or selling goods or providing services in exchange of money. The economy is the process or system by which goods and services are produced, sold, and brought in a country or region. Forces is a person or thing with a lot of influence or energy. Organization is a company, business, and etc. that is formed for a particular purpose. Target market is a particular group of consumers at which a product or services is aimed. Then trends is a current style or preference. Environmental forces. These are uncontrollable external elements that affects how the business operates in the macro environment. Environmental forces can be categorized using the acronym PESTEL. The meaning of PESTEL is political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental. These are the meanings of PESTEL. The first is political. Political, these are all about how and to what degree a government intervenes in the economy. Tax policy, labor law, environmental law, and foreign policy. Economic. These are the factors that has a significant impact on how an organization does a business and also how profitable they are. Economic growth, foreign exchange, unemployment rate, and the third one is social. Social is also known as socio-cultural factors. These are the areas that involve the shared belief and attitudes of the population. Education, attitude towards career, population growth, technological. These are the factors affect marketing and the management thereof in three distinct ways. The first way is new ways of producing goods and services. The second one is the new ways of distributing goods and services. Lastly, new ways of communicating with the target. Mo na ang pag-adapt sa companies like sa bagong technology like online deliveries or e-commerce. Legal. These are the factors can limit or change how a business operates. It is clear that companies need to know what is and what is not legal in order to trade successfully. Consumer rights of child labor. And lastly is the environmental. These are the factors or sometimes called as ecological factors, refers to variables regarding the physical environment, geographical location, accessibility, and sustainability. Environmental scanning is the process of gathering information about events and their relationships within an organization's internal and external environment. Focus on your scan is you'll be looking for information about your industry and its operating environment, your services and how they might evolve, your clients and how their expectations might change, issues that are likely to affect your workforce and your staff, emerging and converging technologies, an emerging shift in what we think is business as usual. The second one is where to look the resources. You can look resources from the following: newspapers, websites, blogs, wikis, library databases, podcasts, videos, news sites, newsletters, magazines, books, book reviews, presentations, reports, surveys, interviews, seminars, chat rooms, trend observers, advertisers, philosophers, sociologists, management gurus, consultants, researchers, experts, university research reports, and sites. Third one is knowing when the scanning hit is useful. You will need to make an assessment about whether or not the scanning hit is useful to your organization. Explore what the trend or emerging issue is doing today. Explore what people are saying the trend or emerging issue will do over time. Explore the potential impact of the trend or emerging issue in your industry today and in the future, and or place the trend in a global context and consider its implications for your organization today and for the future. Fourth step is counter trends and wildcards. As you identify a trend, ask what the counter trend might be, the opposite trend. Do some scanning to see if such a counter trend is obvious. It might be or it might not be. Recording your scanning hits. When you identify a hit that you wish to record, ensure you capture the following: a reference number. Optional, depends on the size of your database. A title for a scanning hit, the source where you located the hit and date it was published. A brief summary of what is all about. Classification, like use special keywords or a classification system agreed within your organization. This might be incorporated into your reference number. Interpreting your trends. Your assessment covers a number of categories. Time frame, when will a mainstream impact begin to appear, or scope, how widely will the trend be accepted or adopted. Impact, how strong will be the impact of this trend be. Likelihood, how quickly might this trend have an impact on the organization. Urgency, what is the required speed of response by the organization to the trend. Reporting, these reports aim to keep your scanning visible in your organization, but to achieve this aim, you need to ensure they are relevant to your organization and its work. The exception is the scanning hits report, which really is designed to expose people to what's going on out there in the external environment. This is also the part of the process where you can start to develop new approaches and strategies to your business. Keep going. Scanning is a continual process. The aim of scanning and of futures work in general is to enable organizations to be ready to respond to the challenges of the external environment and to adjust strategy accordingly. So that's the 8 steps of conducting the environmental scanning. For the summary, again, environmental forces can be classified using the following acronyms such as PESTLE. PESTLE. That means political, economical, social, technological, legal, and environmental. As I've said earlier, that's the meaning of it. And for the environmental scanning, it is simply scanning the community on what are the current trends and finding ways to cope up with changes in businesses. This can also be used to seek potential business to put up. So, ang usa ka business kay risk go gina siya. Especially if nagsugod pa ka. Dapat magsugod juga sa small business na ginagmay in order for you to face the challenges kay dili ba pwede na laktaw ta largo sa taas. So dapat na kita process step by step in making a business, not just in business, also in our life, di ba? So, muna siya, dapat magsugod ka o gamay kay para maka-face ka sa mga challenges, makahibaw ka sa mga weaknesses and strengths sa mga business, kasi dapat imong buhaton in order for you para ma-improve ang imong business, ma-improve ka, and in the end, your business will be successful. That's all. Thank you.